Welcome back to 10 Mil Trading. This is episode 2 of Matty Trades 3.
I'm Data Dean, NYSE. Dean Data, NYSE.
It is, what's today? 27th? Wednesday, January 27th, and it's been just about the craziest 3 days on the market I've ever seen. I haven't been trading that long, but shit like this does not happen.
Well, Matt has surpassed me in tangible trading skill this week as he hits 194%.
Yeah, something like that. Could keep going. I was fortunate enough to have a little bit of buying power on the table a week ago. Heard about AMC. I'm like, you know what? I'll buy $3 calls in the $2 range. Cashed one of them out today for, I believe, 1,300% gain. And I'm riding the other one, not looking as good right now with the dip. At close, it was looking good, but
I was churning AMC premiums on calls, and I think Matt made fun of me for selling one for like 100% gain, which is peanuts for what we saw today.
Yeah.
And I ended up holding on to a $4 call for way out. I forget when, but turned it for like 1,100%.
Yeah, I mean, mine were March 19, so.
Yeah, and I sold it for probably about half of what I could have sold it for today.
Yeah, I panicked once it went up, came back down. It was up over 20 pre-market, came down, I think 13 maybe. And then once it started going back 14, 15, that's when I'm like, I should probably sell one of these just in case. And then after that, I'm like, wow, I'm an idiot. I should have just rode both, but I'm happy with the decision to sell that because now I'm very nervous about the other one.
I made my decision after we looked at the halt. Jake said it was done. I looked at the level 2 data, saw no resistance up till $16. A lot of things are black pools. A halt, I don't know how that affects level 2. I imagine it just pauses it. But
what I said earlier was
went right up there.
Level 2 seemed almost useless in this case because I was looking at it and there was so much volume. It looked like the order book couldn't even keep up.
It's keeping up. Yeah. It's just changing way faster.
It's just too much going on. You're not going to be able to predict.
You can't do those daytime targets, but you can do it within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Your thumbs can't tap that fast, but when you see something like that open road I saw, I just figured, hey, 16's the limit.
Yeah.
And then it dropped back down after that, so I was happy with that play because anything's going either way right now.
I mean, this is bound to die. Honestly, very soon. It has to. It has to.
$5,000 worth of puts.
Which is why I've been really hesitant. I haven't really touched shares. I had a very small amount of GME that I bought. I think my average was 36, 38.
Mine was like 48.
Yeah, I bought it there, and once it hit like 79, I saw it stall a little bit. I'm like, you know what, I'm out of this. And I was happy.
Yeah, I sold about half at 75 and then sold the other half at 120.
Yeah, then I hear, it could go over 100. I'm like, that's ridiculous. It hits 159. Everyone says, imagine being the guy who bought GME at 159. It's like, well, he's up 100% right now.
More than that.
It's dipped a little bit, but it peaked at higher than that. It's just absurd. It's the craziest shit we've ever seen.
My mom calls me. She's been investing. Tyler, is this illegal? No, Mom. Is this unethical? I think it's the opposite. I'm not sure.
See, I think the narrative of, fuck Wall Street, let's go get them, I think it's dumb. I think it's really dumb. Like, I get that idea, but that's not why people are doing it.
It's
like,
kind of the namesake of Robinhood now.
But you see these tweets, hold your shares, don't be a pussy, stop being selfish. It's like, I'm selfish for selling my shares at 300 or 400%. It's unreasonable.
Not.
Yeah, it's unreasonable. It's like, at the end of the day, everyone is here to try to make money, not to fuck over big banks. Like, if you can do that both at the same time, great. But everyone's just trying to make some money. You're not like, oh, wow, I want to get in on fucking these big banks too. It's no, I want to get in and make some money.
My thoughts are if you're up 100% when you're paying attention, unless it's a very long-term call, which I tend to do, which I learned today are called leaps, don't just sell. sell and reinvest in something that's going to go up. It's like the Bitcoin to Ethereum thing we talked about last week. It's got more potential.
Yeah.
But that's GME and AMC, and I bet Penn runs tomorrow.
Yeah, as of like 20 minutes ago, Dave Portnoy just offered a platform for Wall Street Bets. So
it's 7:59 now. We could still get traded on Webull.
Yeah, so we'll see where that goes.
But
yeah, just crazy day because everything else sucked. Everything aside from the pump, we didn't even mention NAKD or BlackBerry. BlackBerry didn't go as much. NAKD, I almost rolled my profits from my call into. I already told you about this, but
BlackBerry is also a company that's not about to go bankrupt.
Sure.
So they were.
I know nothing about Naked. I hear a guy at work today saying, "Man, someone told me." They're like, "Someone told me to buy this NAKD yesterday," and the other guy's like, "Oh, what is it?" It's like, "I think it's like a women's bra company." Dude, I'm like, "Dude, I couldn't even told you what they did."
I played with Naked back in like 2016. Yeah. And I got burned, just like Dan, the deity of dips. Yeah. Got burned twice on it. Today I got burned immediately and was like, "No, what? I'm selling for break even."
I saw that.
This.
I saw that
300% immediately. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
But
I was high on life after selling that call. I see it at 65 cents. I'm like, man, I should buy. But
Penn's good. So Penn's gonna run tomorrow on thesis that Dave Portnoy just told the president of Wall Street Bets, "Go ahead and move over here."
Even though
what's mine is yours.
Barstool Sports as itself, isn't going to have that much to do with it, but people are stupid.
Penn is a tradable company.
Yes, Newsworks. Penn has just been on fire, and Dave Portnoy is Dave Portnoy.
Anything that Wall Street Bets touches is going to go up right now.
Yeah.
It's just how this market is going to work.
It's absurd.
Till it doesn't.
Yeah.
But, okay. So, I'm shorting GME with some puts. Those are making money as the implied volatility goes up and the premium goes up with it, even though the stock has tripled on some and doubled on others, and some I bought today. I'm still up on all of those, which shouldn't be, but, implied volatility means that there's a higher likelihood that stock is going to deviate outside of its mean to a new low. So I'm happy with that. If it goes to 1,000, good. I'll still probably end up being up, if not just a little down, as these premiums just skyrocket. And then I'll probably just start churning then, because I'll get greedy otherwise.
Yeah, my strategy right now is once I'm out of my other AMC call, which I only got involved just because it was a long shot and the calls were so cheap. Once I get out of that, I'm probably going to be done with the pump and dumps. I already moved some of my profits into more SPACs, which did horrible today. But aside from that, I expect a bounce. My theory on the SPAC dip is that plenty of people like us who were messing around with AMC, GameStop, saw what was going on. They've been holding these SPACs. They're like, "Oh, we're idiots and we want money now." Who can blame them? And I assume a lot of people got out of their positions today to move to the ones that could run 100, 200, 300%, say, fuck it, who knows what happens, and then that's that. But once those people either sell or lose all their money, I expect people getting back in.
Lose most of their money.
Great. I think there's great dip opportunities right now.
For our sakes, sell, buy back into these SPACs, please.
So CLOV went up, 16s? It was way up. It was up almost 10% today.
17s?
No, it didn't quite hit 17. But it was way up today, which is like, oh, this is just the best day ever. CLOV is going crazy too. And then we saw that pullback, and then we saw, all the other SPACs were getting hammered while that was happening. Like CCIV just all day. I don't know what the bad news was with that, because I feel like I thought that had to be even more, because that one went way down before the others.
It's fine.
But,
Star Peak Transition also dropped, which is a higher trading stock at 35-ish. It's at like 25. That's a big reason why I woke up $3,000 down. midday I was $2,000 up, and then I ended the day break even, and right now I'm at a negligible amount of money down.
Yeah, your chart is pretty ridiculous. It's way down,
I
straight
have
up spike.
so many options.
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yep. But yeah, back to the SPAC plays. I think there's great buying opportunities for all of them, unless something else really crazy happens tomorrow and Friday. Like, who knows? But we just have some basic DD on some of the ones we're pretty heavy on.
And we kind of went with a similar theme just to go over market cap with you guys.
If you're willing to hold these long term, there are just some good comparisons as to what these companies can be. They're very low market cap right now, and all of them seem to have a comparable company that you can look at that the market cap is just absurd.
Yeah.
And from there, you can assume that's your upside if you're willing to hold this thing long term.
So for LOTZ, we compared it to Carvana's market cap. Carvana is the giant vending machines you see with cars in it in wealthier areas such as Bethesda near Washington, D.C. is the example I think of. So LOTZ was on Pennies Going in Raw last week, and their business model is buy car lots.
Yeah.
And instead of dealing with a salesman,
you're just buying a car online.
They're they're buying car. You're buying a car online. They're outsourcing it. They're telling you how much they paid for it. You're buying for a flat rate fee, not comparable to the price of the actual car.
Yeah, and the fee that you will pay, I think the fees you pay for them to buy their car, like what they take off the top, is a flat rate too. It's not like a percentage of what the car is worth.
Yep.
But you automatically think the downside of that is having to ship your car, which they mention on there, and their strategy right now is just have places to ship to, more places over the country, so people can either just drive their cars there and pay no shipping, or pay a lot less for not having to ship it as far.
Yeah,
which I really like.
So the numbers here are very easy, so I can't F it up. So the Carvana market cap is $41 billion. The LOTZ market cap is $410 million. So what we think long term happens is LOTZ eventually gets to this Carvana market cap and goes up 100 times. It's trading about $10 right now. So that's $1,000 a share.
Yeah. Could happen. It's not out of the realm of possibilities.
It's not out of the realm of possibilities. Does it happen tomorrow? No. But I'm willing to hold some longer term stuff inside of my Robinhood now that I've made it my main account. And I'll probably end up eliminating my Webull account.
Yeah, I mean, some of these, like, just because we're saying it's going to go this high, doesn't mean we're not going to take some off the top as it goes up.
We are not financial advisors.
We're going to do that.
We are not financial advisors. We are not financial advisors. Do not take our advice without doing your own due diligence. Okay. So,
having said that, my strategy is flip some shares, buy some bag of dips, flip some shares, buy some bag of dips. Hold some long term. I don't plan on just dumping these. Yeah.
I have enough shares of this to do it without relinquishing my entire skin in the game. Yeah. Like I do on some of these smaller plays, especially SPACs without merger announcements. I do that a lot, and sometimes they'll spike for no reason. I'll miss out, and just gotta suck it up and not
buy the
FOMO
dip.
Buy.
Don't sell. You don't lose money until you sell.
I did today. I think I'm at $5,000 margin.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. UMWC, which is a mortgage company, and they were also on Pennies Going in Raw, and the CEO got me pumped.
Yeah, because his big comparison is our biggest competitor's Rocket Mortgage.
So which I am shorting.
First thing, naturally, you look at market cap of Rocket Mortgage, and what is it?
It's like about $40 billion, while the UMWC market cap is $545 million.
So, very similar situation, like pretty much the same upside. You think about it, if they were to surpass that, it's a little less, but you could say, that could go 100x. And Since merger and ticker symbol change, that really has not done anything good. It's only gone down a little bit.
Yeah, so
it was even in the 9s today, which I haven't seen a SPAC pre or post merger in the $9 range in a while. Not anyone's I see at least. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was a little worried about that selling 950 puts, but it'll come back.
I actually thought about doing that today. I was like, man, 10-20, this could be the bottom. Should I sell puts? Like, none of these go under $10. Should I sell a put? And I'm glad I didn't, but it would have been okay, but it would have been really risky, and I would have been sweating bullets.
The profit isn't worth the collateral.
It's really not. Not unless you have a strategy going in, which we'll cover, another time. Probably several different ones. I am looking at doing some stuff like that, some more of that, just to build up my portfolio. But if you don't understand what you're doing, there is a ton of risk.
So that 72x, that's $721 per share from $10 per share right now.
Yeah. So again, another one.
Jesus.
Not saying we're going to hold it forever.
72x? I said 72x.
Yeah. Not saying it's going to go 72x tomorrow.
Or ever.
But eventually, that's the upside potential of this.
Rocket Mortgage does follow more of my values, which are digitalize everything. But with this guy's office style structure, I do think that working in an office with people who are equally as motivated as you are the best way to, or more motivated than you, is the best way to get things done. So, good employees make good products.
What artist did they have at the Christmas party? I can't remember. It was someone big. They had a big...
It was something ridiculous, too.
It was something so dumb. Anyways, the guy seems really cool, cares about his employees. They're growing rapidly. So that one at $10, I think, is an absolute steal. If you're looking to get in any post-merger SPAC with a lot of potential, that's it, I think.
So, CLOV doesn't show the same upside, but I think it has...
CLOV is harder to...
It has the most security in terms of not going bankrupt. Not that UMWC does, but I think CLOV is definitely the most guaranteed gainer of market share.
I think so too.
While definitely hitting our first price target.
Yeah.
So my first price target on a Teladoc comparison, which we're going to compare again because we don't really know who to compare mortgage or Medicare insurance to.
Yeah, but based on what you read, even doing the beginner DD on this, there aren't a lot of good comparisons for this, but you can just see the potential with some similar things.
So I'm thinking a $57 per share based off of early revenue versus Teladoc and what Teladoc is priced now, which is probably a little over $230. I don't know. I haven't checked. But using the market cap comparison of CLOV at $2 billion and Teladoc at $40 billion, we get a price of $277 per share, which I would probably be out long before that.
Yeah, I think we all will be. And again, not saying it's gonna happen.
I'm out at 57. That's what it is.
Yeah, you never know.
When I do some more DD, I might update it. But for now, what I did first was more in depth than just looking at market cap.
Yeah, my current DD and speculation on it. I think the biggest thing in this, which a lot of people on Twitter I saw predicting this week, was that Biden was going to lower the qualifying age for Medicare from 65 to either 60 or 55.
Mm-hmm.
It has not yet happened. I think it will this year. I don't know about 55, but 60 at least. And just expanding that expands their market share. There's more people, which can only be good. So if that happens, I expect to see a run-up.
Penn actually...
I didn't know Penn was down.
Penn dropped under 100.
Penn's a buy right now.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Aside from that, anything else? I think that's all we got.
Goldman Sachs says put your money on DraftKings. That was yesterday, so. But, today, most things went down. The S&P, what'd that do? S&P dropped
SPY down
3%.
3%.
That's significant. It's almost down to the 360 crash
365.
target.
Yeah, huge.
I don't
target.
love that. And then the VIX. Let me type in VIX. The VIX is
up.
Oh, the VIX is up to 37. That's
high.
That is a scary. That's November, October levels. That's where we saw a lot of dips and where me and Matt really start gaining. It hit 82 during COVID. It hit 36 pre-COVID spike. Post-COVID spike hit 36 again. August spike 31, and the November spike 40 for the election. So we're seeing another event. We're seeing a clear event driven by
just absolute insanity in the market. Yeah.
Go us.
Yeah. My dad, who knows nothing about the stock market, texted me, "Hey, you see what's going on with GameStop and AMC today?" And there was a comment yesterday in one of our group chats. You know it's a bubble when your parents are texting you about it. And then my dad texted me about it today. So yeah, it's insanity. That VIX number is actually a little bit scary. But assuming tomorrow's a good day, which
buy puts on the VIX.
Yeah. I have a feeling tomorrow will be a little bit better. We might see some of this calm down. Who knows? Maybe GameStop goes to 1,000 and I'm dead wrong. But yeah, we'll definitely have an interesting next 2 days, an interesting next week.
We'll be fine in the next month. It just sucks that I won't have as much to show for it as I could.
Yeah. It will be a wild ride of... I think we just need to get through next week, and we'll see how it goes.
All right. Let's wrap up.
Yeah, that's all we got for episode 2. Give us a follow on Twitter. When we post this, we'll definitely be tagging GME and AMC.
And
because I only have 16 followers and got 72 likes doing that. So
yeah, I got like 30,000 likes and Hugh Henney.
You know, all you gotta do is tag GME and you're gonna get some likes and retweets.
Yeah, 30,000 people saw the tweet. That's unreal. Unreal.
Hit us with a follow. Hit the subscribe button. See you next week.